Would you love to live at the Ritz Carlton in the beautiful city of Savannah, Georgia? Well, this is the video for you. The Ritz Carlton is coming to Savannah and they are building residences. There are limited available, but today we're going to go over what the availability is, what the floor plans look like, what the color scheme options are, what the prices are, all the details that you would need to know. And lastly, so make sure you stick around to the very end, we're going to go over the last penthouse that is available and take a look at that as well. All right, let's get to it. If this is your first time visiting our channel, welcome. If you want to know everything there is to know about Savannah and the surrounding area, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about updates in the Savannah market. I'm Jen Parmalee with Cozy Realty Group. Every day we get calls from people just like you, so whether you're moving here in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out to us. All of our contact information is in the description box below. We would love to help make your move to Savannah an easy one. So I am outside the soon-to-be location of the new Ritz Carlton in Savannah. This is where the residences are going to be. They're going to have residences from floors 5 through 11, 3 different floor plans on each floor, and then 2 penthouses at the very top. So today I'm going to show you what the floor plans are going to look like, the pricing, what the color schemes are that you have to choose from, and a lot of other details. So let's get to it. Let's take a look around the square and the outside.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz. Have you seen the well-to-do up and down Park Avenue on that famous thoroughfare with their nose?
All right, guys, so now that we have taken an in-person tour of the square and viewed the outside of the building and where the entrance is going to be, let's jump into my computer and we'll go through some additional details. I've got some renderings of what it's going to look like once it's finished, and we'll go over floor plans and materials, that type of thing. So this is an aerial view of the outside of the building, just to give you a little bit of a better perspective. You've got downtown Savannah, River Street is right here, and the Savannah River is here. And Johnson Square that we just toured is right here. And this, of course, is going to be the hotel. This is the view to the east. So this is the Savannah River again, City Hall, and then this is the east. To the west, we've got, this is the bridge to South Carolina, and the ports are back there as well. So that's the view to the west. And this is a rendering of what it's going to look like when it's completely done. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for you. So let me give you an overview. There's 3 separate buildings here. So we've got the hotel with 120 rooms. This is the residence building right here. And this is going to have a total of 20 units for residences. That is it. So once those 20 are gone, there will be no more residences available. There are this is the 11th floor, from floor 5 to 11, there's going to be 3 different condos on each floor, and all of them are going to have the same footprint for every floor. So there's condo 1, 2, and 3, one facing the square back here, one floor plan facing the east, and another facing the river. Now the penthouses are up here. There's 2. So one on this side is facing Johnson Square, and then the one on the front is going to be facing the Savannah River. So this one, the square penthouse, that has already been spoken for, so this one is no longer available. The one on the river side, however, is still available though. And as you can see, for amenities, they've got rooftop pool, they've got the restaurant and bar up here. There's also a private club on the 3rd floor. And that's going to be one of the huge perks of being a resident or a member, because it's very, very limited amounts of membership, and anyone who has a residence automatically will get membership to the club. So it'll be really, really awesome, stylish bar and a lounge, perfect for intimate gatherings, or if you wanted a very refined private dining experience, that'll be perfect for that right there on that floor. And they haven't told us how many members will be allowed yet, but it's not going to be a ton. My guess would be, around maybe 50. And not all of them are going to be local, so I'm not really sure how often that will be full. So we'll have to see about that. And then this building right here, that is the Spa and Wellness Center, and it also will be a state-of-the-art fitness center. So everything is super close by. The entrance to the hotel is here. There's a separate entrance to the residences here. The guests will have access to the pool, the bar, the restaurant, and the rooftop pool, but they will not have access to this building here. So they're going to have to go up the elevator and over. Security is obviously going to be very good. This next rendering, so this is going to be what the outside of the building looks like after renovations are done. This is a good contrast to what we just saw, how it looks now. When we were doing our tour of Johnson Square, Martin Brudnitsky, he's a renowned Swedish interior architect and designer. He is the one that is doing all of the designs for interior and exterior for this building. Just in case, if you want to get a feel for his style, his most famous projects are Annabelle's, which is a legendary private club in London. The other one I would say to check out is Sexy Fish. That's a really high-end Japanese restaurant in London. And then the Beekman, which is a luxury hotel in New York City. And that'll give you a good feel for his style. And this, of course, is a rendering of the entrance specifically to the residences. There will be valet service to a nearby parking garage. You will have the option for 1 to 3 parking spots. So depending on what your needs are, the HOA includes 1. If you want to add extras, then that'll be an extra charge. And this is a rendering of the rooftop pool. So they are going to have, for amenities, they've got cabanas, they've got the chaise lounges, umbrellas, and the restaurant and bar is, of course, going to have pool service, but they're also going to have in-residence delivery. So if you don't feel like going out, you can just order up and they'll bring something down to you. Now, everyone's been asking, okay, what is the HOA going to be monthly here? Don't quote me on this because it could change, but right now we are being told it's going to be about $3,500 a month. And I do have a full list of services that are included with the HOA, as well as a full list of a la carte services that you can add on as needed. So if anyone is, seriously thinking about becoming a resident here, please reach out to me. My contact information is in the description box below, and I can send you those detailed lists. All right, let's take a look at the floor plan. So like I mentioned, on floors 5 through 11, they are all going to look like this. Same exact floor plan on all of those. So let's zoom in. Condo 1, this is facing the river, and this one is 1,861 square feet. Condo 2, this is facing the east, so you can see the river, but it's going to be facing out toward the east instead of front on. And that one is 2,025 square feet. Condo 3, this one is 1,909 square feet. It is the only one with a terrace. So it does have the balcony on the back for the square view. And the living spaces in here are going to be 10 feet in the living areas. In the bedrooms, they're going to clear 9 feet. And then we'll get to the penthouse a little bit later, but just so you can get an idea. So these are all 2-bedroom, 2.5 baths. If you want something that's bigger, you want more space, the penthouses are 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and it's 3,342 square feet. So make sure you stick around to the end because we will be going over the floor plan, pictures, and pricing for the penthouse at the end. This is the view from the 11th floor of condo 1. So this is right out that window. And when you are there in person, I will say you can see the edge of the bridge right here, but you can see the bridge over on that side from that view. And of course you've got City Hall and the Savannah River out here. Now this individual floor plan, they all are quite different. They have their own little quirks and characteristics. You've got a vestibule here. So there's a shared lobby. It's not going to be huge, but when you get off the elevator, there's like a little lobby area, and then each condo unit is going to have their own little entry way here. This one opens up. It's got a little bit of a hall. You've got your powder room right here and your stacked washers and dryers right there. And then when you go into the left, you've got your dry bar immediately there and your kitchen on the right hand side. So the bedrooms are one of the biggest differences. You've got, so this one you walk into a little entryway. It's got the walk-in closet. You're going to notice that on all of these condos, the 1 through 3, one of the bedrooms is going to have dual vanities, and it will have the walk-in shower and the tub. So this is the one that has that. On this side, the bedrooms are pretty similar size, but this one has a big walk-in closet, and it's just going to have that single vanity and the walk-in shower, no tub. So it really is just personal preference. Some people like to take baths. Some people really are never going to use that, and they're only going to use the shower. Now these are going to have Juliet balconies. So the square view has that walkout terrace. These will have a Juliet balcony along the outside here. So you'll be able to open it up and have that little balcony ledge, but you're not going to be able to walk out on it. And just so you have a little bit more detail too about the kitchens, they are going to be, the brands are going to be Sub-Zero and Wolf appliances. There will be a gas range and a wine cooler in every single one of these units. This is the view from the 11th story on condo number 2. So you can see this is to the east. So you've got the Savannah River going out to the east. And I do apologize, there's right now the building on the inside, they haven't done any demo. It's completely the way that it was before. And there's this funky film that is causing a weird reflection on this particular one. But this is specifically from the 11th floor. So this floor plan, the biggest difference is you have this big hallway. So you've got your entryway here and you walk into this long hallway. You've got your coat closet here, stackable washer and dryer in the powder room in this little hallway. And then when you go through this, I don't know exactly what you'd call that, it feels like an entryway. And then you go from that hallway into your living space. So big open space here. You've got the dry bar as soon as you walk in, and then you're going to have those Juliet balconies over here and over here. This is the primary suite with the dual vanities and the tub. And when you walk in, so the bedrooms are a little bit different. So when you walk in, you're going to be right in the middle of the bedroom, and you do have these closets on this side. This bedroom has the walk-in closet, and this one's going to be a little bit on the smaller side, and it's got the single vanity, and it's going to have that walk-in shower over here. So they would consider this one the primary bedroom. Like I said, they're all, a little bit different. The feel's a little bit different. This one also has, when you walk into this bedroom, you're not walking right into the bedroom. It's got a little entryway, and you can either go, into the bathroom, to the closet, or to the bedroom. Now let's take a look at the square view. So this is facing Johnson Square, where we took our walk earlier, and then you're facing the backside of Savannah. So river is going to be on your backside and you're facing the city. All right, so biggest thing with this floor plan is you have a big balcony right here. And then this one's got a bit of a different feel. You can see the floor plan is kind of elongated instead of a square shape. So you come in, you've got your little entry vestibule here. Immediately to your right, you've got the powder room, and immediately to your left, you've got the stacked washer and dryer. And then when you come in, you're right in the living space. You got your dry bar right here. And I do have renderings of this floor plan that we'll take a look at in just a minute. This bedroom, so the feel of these is going to be quite different. So when you walk in, it's almost like you walk into the closet space essentially, and then the bathroom and shower is to this side. And if you want to, you can walk into the bedroom, but you're not walking right into the bedroom. It's, you're going into that walk-in closet. And then this one has a little vestibule, its own little entry, and then you go into the bedroom. And then you do have a walk-in closet on this side. And this is like a little dressing area, which is kind of nice to have. You got your dual vanities and your tub. So this one's considered the primary suite in here. Before we go into the renderings, I want to tell you a little bit about the materials. So Brudnitsky, his designs are characterized by very high quality materials, a sense of opulence, and really visually stunning but inviting interiors. So I'm going to show you the materials that he's chosen. We'll take a look at that, and then we'll look at the renderings so you can see what they're looking like when they're being in use. So there are options. So most of these, there's not going to be a huge amount of options. We're going to trust Brudnitsky with the design, but there are light and dark options for a few things. So this is the option for the dark cabinets. There is a light cabinet option, so you can see here. And then there is a dark and light option for the marble too. And you'll see that there is, in the kitchen, you're gonna have a lot of marble, and then also in those dry bars. Whichever one you pick here is really gonna change the feel. And for wall coverings, we've got Philip Jeffries. This is a really gorgeous blue. It's got a little bit of like iridescence to it. It reminds me of butterfly wings. This is Sherwin-Williams Rugged Brown. This is used sparingly, just a little bit of color in the trim in the primary bedrooms. And then this is a very pretty textured, it's like a warm white. And the rest of the walls that don't have the wall coverings are going to be Sherwin-Williams cotton white. The backsplash in the dry bar, I believe, is going to be like a mirrored glass as well. So this is the flooring throughout, and this is the same, just so everybody knows, for the 3 condo plans and for the penthouse, these are the same materials. So everywhere is going to have this light flooring, and the bathroom marble is going to be this white. And I apologize, it's a little hard to see this one. This is a matte black for your cabinet hardware, and then Waterworks, you've got a choice for the finishes of the gold or the silver. So you can choose between those two. All right, let's get to the renderings. So this is condo 3. This is the kitchen. I'm going to point out a few things here. So these are the light cabinets, the light colored cabinets, and they chose the dark marble. So you can see it's all along the backsplash, the entire island, and then also the dry bar is matching with the marble. That gives you a little bit of a feel for this layout. I wish I had them for all of them, but there's only a few renderings out as of right now. And this is the living and the dining space, a better view of that. You can see this is the wall covering from Philip Jeffries. You can tell a little bit of the texture from here. You've got the light flooring, and then you've got the cotton white. And you can see you've got your big balcony off of the living space with the sliding glass doors. So this is the bedroom. You've got this is the blue wallpaper. Now, please keep in mind, these renderings do not do these justice whatsoever. In person, it's going to feel so much richer and a lot nicer. It's hard to convey that feeling in these renderings. But you can see this is that trim, that rugged brown trim. You can see the blue for the wall coverings here. You've got that same light flooring and then the cotton white again. And this, so you've got there's like a little entryway here, and then you come into the bedroom, and then back here is your closet area, your dressing area, and then the bathroom. If you look at the floor plan, again, after you look at these renderings, you can kind of piece together where everything is. And let's take a look at the bathrooms. So this is that white marble that you saw for the bathrooms. I mean, they really spared no expense with the marble. I mean, it is covering your walls. Your shelving is made out of it. You've got your dual vanities right here. And I might be a little bit hard to see, but this is actually the dark marble. There's a insert in the floor of that dark marble. And then this is what that bathtub, the garden tubs are gonna look like. Or soaker tubs, I should say. And then you can see behind, there's one of these is the water closet, and I believe the other one, and then the shower. So water closet, shower. So I hope that gives you a pretty good idea, at least of what they're physically going to look like, because they don't have any models or anything as of yet, because the demo of the building hasn't been done, and these are just in the planning stage as of right now. So let's talk about availability and pricing. So we'll go back to this. So condo one, we have availability on floor 5, 7, and 11 are still available. They range from about 2.7 million to 3.4, and that will be depending on how high you want to go. Obviously, floor 5 is going to be the less expensive one, and floor 11 is going to be the highest. And this is your lobby area right here, like where you get off the elevator, and then you are going to come into your individual entryways there. Then we've got condo 2. This one, there's availability on floor 7 and 11 still, and they're going to range from 2.8 and change to 3.35 million. And condo 3, our square view with the terrace, that we have availability on floor 6, 8, and 10 still, and those will range from about 2.8 million to 3.15. Now, a lot of people are wondering about timeline, process, all of that, what this is going to look like. So say you want to reserve one of these, you want to lock that down, what do? First thing that you do is you call me and I'll set everything up for you, answer any of your questions. We can do, video chat or in person if you're local. But if you have any other questions, or I can even do like a Zoom call with the Ritz Carlton representatives and we can go from there. Right now, you would do, in order to reserve it, it's 10% down. It is refundable until you sign a purchase and sale contract, which will be in January. So reserve it with 10% down. And then in January, you would sign that purchase and sale. That is when, so January of 2025 is when the demolition of the interior of the building is scheduled to start. So you've got the 10% down to reserve, 10% down when you sign the purchase and sale. The demolition is supposed to be completed the summer of 2025. When that is finished, another 20% is due. So you're at 40% total. And the final completion is scheduled for fall, winter of 2026, and your remaining 60% would be due at closing. So that's how they're breaking it up so far. Now, a lot of people have been asking me if they can do short-term vacation rentals with these if they're not there and they only visit a couple times a year, what the situation with that is. So yes, you can. Now, it works a little bit different than a regular short-term vacation rental in Savannah. These are going to be managed, they have to be managed through the Ritz Carlton Hotel, and you have to use their furniture package, which at the moment, I'm being told it'll cost about $150,000 to have it all furnished for you with their package. Now, I'm sure the Penthouse is going to be a little bit different than that because of the square footage and there's going to be more rooms to furnish. But for these condos, that's what it's going to look like. And let me think, there's something else I was going to mention about this. Oh, yeah. So they do have to be managed through the Ritz Carlton. They have a certain reputation that they need to uphold to. And so they want to make sure that there's no way that that is compromised, which is completely understandable. The split for the revenue from that, the Ritz Carlton and the Marriott get 50%. I think 10% goes to the Marriott and 50% will go to the owner. So that's how the revenue from that will be split. All right, guys, so now let's take a look at the penthouse. Here's the floor plan. All right, so biggest difference with this obviously is space. It's over 3,300 square feet. It's got the 3 bedrooms with the 3.5 baths. So definitely a lot more space. And then it has the terrace that runs along the entire front of the penthouse. And this is facing the Savannah River. You've got a huge walk-in pantry, and you have a laundry room back here with a sink that's tucked away behind your kitchen. I love this. The other floor plans, they don't have a specified pantry, and this one not only has one, but it has a giant walk-in pantry. So I absolutely love that. Your lobby area is going to be here, and it's just going to be shared by the 2 penthouses. And so when you walk in, so you've got your little entryway, you walk in and you're pretty much right in your living space. The powder room is right here and your dry bar is right here, going right next to the kitchen. And this also has a second dry bar over by the dining area. And you've got your huge sliding glass doors that open up to your private balcony. On this side, all your bedrooms are gathered on one side of the condo. These 2 bedrooms will have an opening to that balcony right there. And we talked about before the 2-bedroom condos, they would have one of the bedrooms would have the jewel vanities and the tubs. So this one has 2 of the 3 bedrooms have the jewel vanities and the soaker tubs. And you've got your closet space here. This one does have slightly more closet space because it has a closet the same size as this side, but it also has this big walk-in area over there too. And then this is the 3rd bathroom. So this one's just got the single vanity and the walk-in shower, and it does have a walk-in closet as well. And these are going to be, I can't wait to see these in person. Like I said, the renderings do not do them justice, which we're going to take a look at right now. So this gives you a really good idea of what the living space, that open floor plan is going to look like. So because they are so big, they do have the column right here. And this, you can see this is that light colored marble. So it's light colored marble is like on the backsplash here, and you've got the light on light with the light cabinets. So that gives you a pretty good feel. Now, one of the differences for the penthouse, this is the living space and it has that blue wall covering instead of the cream or that warm white. And you have a dry bar. So your dry bar is over here by the dining area. You have another one. That other one is right here. You can't see it because it's on the other side of the wall, but it's going to be close to your kitchen area. So you've got one close by over there. You've got another one close by over by your dining area. And then, of course, you've got your big, beautiful balcony off your kitchen and living space. All right, bedrooms. So this is a rendering of that primary suite. So same color scheme before. We've got the rugged brown trim with that cotton white. And you'll notice this is a different wall covering. So they did not show us this material specifically with the other ones. So it looks very similar to the blue, and I'm sure it's the same Jeffries as the other ones, but I haven't seen that one in person yet, so that's the only one I haven't seen. And then of course you've got your beautiful balcony with the sliding glass doors off of the bedroom. So what does the penthouse cost? Well, if you're gonna go big, might as well spare no expense and go big with the penthouse. It's 6.675 million for the penthouse. So if you really want a lot of extra space, you really want to go big and grand and opulent, this is a really great choice. Like I mentioned, you're already going big with the residences, so if you really want to do it right, Penthouse is great. And like I said, there's only one left available. That one that's facing the square is already taken, so this is literally the last one that's available. Well, I hope you enjoyed our tour of the soon-to-be Ritz Carlton in Savannah. If you'd love to live at the Ritz, then make sure that you contact me. So only 20 units are in this entire building, and some of them have already been spoken for. So if you want to reserve one, I would tell you not to wait on that. And prices are tending to go up as we see time go on, so the sooner you get in, the better. Entryway again. So whoever would like to be a resident, definitely reach out. So I'm always here to keep you updated on the most exciting things happening in Savannah. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and be sure to tap the bell and get notifications so that you can be one of the first to know about what's going on in Savannah. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you around town.